Welcome back to Black Butterfly Media Television, and we're here with Miss Aisha Raison, and she'll be talking to us about her two works of art right here, because art is the only way that I can describe them.
Well, what it is, it's poetry. The first book is Speaking in Cursive and Other Adventures of Little Girl Blue, and what that is it's speaking on poetry. I started writing that back in 2011, right after I lost my job, and I decided I wanted to go ahead and be a full published writer. So I went ahead, I started doing poetry really, really hard. I've been doing it since 1997, but I really wanted to publish it the right way. And yes, I am self-published, but I love being self-published because I get all my money. And I started doing that, and that book has been a really great seller. But the best seller right now happens to be Heroine Tracks, which is my recent book. I just put that book out back in January 30th, and so far it's already sold 5,000. A lot of people have been buying it. I haven't marketed it yet. I have not gone out and put any type of publicity on it, but it's just word of mouth. A lot of people love it. A lot of feminists have been buying it. A lot of black stores have been buying it, and I've just really enjoyed and reaped the harvest of it. And it's an essay book. I decided to do it last year, and right after a friend of mine died, because it kept haunting me in my head, and I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and put this book out real quick, and I decided to go ahead, and like I said, it's been a bestseller since.
Very, very interesting. I'm a fan of poetry. I write a little bit about myself, but it stays in the book. No one hears it. So with that being said, do you do spoken word or anything like that, where you get out and connect with your audience?
Now, I started off in spoken word. I started in '97 in Poetry Slam. Actually, a friend of mine, Benny Nelson West, who's walking around here somewhere, she actually was one of the first people to get me started in spoken word. I did that for a couple of years until I decided to do my first chapbook called Aphrodisiac, and right after that I just ran with it. But I didn't really take poetry seriously until about 5 minutes after I met Maya Angelou, and I fell in love with her work. I lived in Winston-Salem for a couple of weeks when I first met her, and she corrected me from the start. My name is Dr. Angelou. And after that, I was determined. I was thinking to myself, I want to be you, but I want to beat you first. And so after that, I started writing a lot of poetry there. I got with a lot of people, old school, I say Black Panthers, movements, feminists, womanists, different types of people that really moved me into a whole nother level of poetry, which ergo came the book. And I've been running since, and not only as a writer, but as an activist and a mentor to try to move that even further. I want to make sure that I not just write and I not just speak, but that I put myself out there as a human being to help other people and make sure that they're doing, they're getting what they need and they're doing what needs to be done, Yeah.
So, can you tell our audience a little bit about you, where you're from, what you're currently doing, and maybe where they can hear you?
Okay, I am a poet, a writer, an activist, a womanist. I'm also a DJ. I'm on 88.5. I'm on 88.5 Monday through Friday from 8 to 1. I am the other club of Aisha Raison. A lot of people don't know that I write, so a lot of people stop by the table and they're like, oh my gosh, you have a book too? So that's been a big thing. I'm originally from Ripley, Tennessee. I'm a country girl by heart, but I love Memphis. And you can find me on Twitter, Facebook. And all you have to do is pretty much type in my name, AISHARAISON. You'll find me all over the place, believe me. And I've just been honored to be here today. This has been so much fun. Believe me, I've had the time of my life.
Okay, so you have 2 books out right now.
Yes.
What is up next?
The next book that's coming out, I have 2. One of which is actually about Memphis. That's Memphis hip hop. I want to go ahead and move that a little bit further. That's for my friend Ennis Newman, and it's going to be called A Great Day in Memphis, talking about the different artists. So it's going to be an anthology of different things that go on here in the city. And the other part of it, because I didn't want to until I was sure I was ready. I want to do a very adult book. I will say that for the public, because there are children watching. Won't do that to you. But it'll be my first attempt to do this, so it'll be a really big thing. Following in the line, no, I won't say Zane, but try to go there. But that won't be out for another 2 years, so I'm just trying to move forward with that. And right now, my main concern is to try to get Great Day in Memphis out of the way. Oh, and also my boyfriend's book as well. He's doing a pictorial book on mudworks that he's given out over the last couple of years, from recently with Louis Farrakhan, as well as different other people like Trayvon Martin's mother. We're about to do Angela Davis and different other people, local and national. So that's a big deal for me.
Okay, Miss Aisha, can you tell our audience a little bit about Mudworks? Because I know that I'm not from here. I'm from Las Vegas. So you said Mudworks, and I'm like, wait a minute, what's that?
Now, Mudworks is a 3D art that's made out of sheetrock and mud. Now, my boyfriend does different types of construction work. And what he did was, a couple of years ago, he discovered that he could make a picture out of sheetrock and mud. And he went, just trying to see what he could do. The first picture that he did happened to be of President Barack Obama. And the rest is history. So he's been doing it since then, and which is why I had to bring his work out today to try to really, really get it out there. So his work is absolutely wonderful, and it's just, it's made from greatness. It's made with greatness. So it's a big thing right now. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Miss Aisha. You have an amazing personality. Just standing next to you right here, I just feel it coming towards me.
Thank you.
I'm pretty sure our audience is going to enjoy this interview.
Thank you.
And definitely look out for these. I have to pick up a copy myself. I love poetry. It's a wonderful work of art. Because it's art. It's art. That's all. The only way I can describe it.
All it is.
So keep tuned and keep watching us on Black Butterfly Media Television.